TIFU by picking up packages on my deck. Okay, buckle up. I have a neighbor who owns the place behind mine on a private drive. A couple months ago she threw a Halloween party and had family members driving off-road vehicles all night in circles for a haunted trail. Part of it came onto my property near my house and was keeping me awake. So I walked out in my pajama pants and kindly asked the guy driving to stay on their side of the line. He stopped. It was all good, I thought. A few weeks later I got a package accidentally delivered to my house meant for the neighbor. It was one of those soft Amazon packages. Definitely nothing breakable, like slippers or maybe a coat. So I went to that neighbor's house and tossed it underhand towards her door. Apparently after this she called my work, demanded to talk to my boss, and demanded I be reprimanded. She said I confronted her cousin and yelled at him to stop riding his ORV, and I callously threw her package at her house. Clear exaggerations of what happened. My boss explained that my work has nothing to do with a dispute between neighbors. She still wanted him to talk to me about it. My boss called me into his office and told me what happened. It was so embarrassing. Plus I work for a notable firm in the area that doesn't appreciate negative PR. I decided not to make things worse and didn't confront her. It was so frustrating seeing her smugly drive by every day. Fast forward 4 months to today. I got home from work to find packages on my deck. I brought them inside and discovered one addressed to the neighbor. Yay! I decided to go for my evening walk as planned and figured I'd try to be the bigger man and return the package when I got back. The temptation to be petty was immense, admittedly. When I came back from my walk I found the neighbor and her older daughter on my deck. She asked me if I had a package. I went inside and grabbed it and handed it to her. I told her I did not appreciate what she did by calling my boss and lying about the details. Well, that went about as well as you'd think. She accused me of stealing her package and told me it's a federal offense to mess with her mail. I told her I had planned to give her the package, but she was stuck on how it was inside my house. She asked me if I planned on throwing it like I did the last one. I told her if anything was broken I'd gladly pay for it. Then she said it. She asked if I wanted her to call my boss again. My heart sank and I told her to do whatever she wanted. She started to waddle away and I started going back into my house. Then I heard her yelling at me again. She turned around and started screaming about how I took her mail. I turned away from my door and told her to leave and that she was trespassing. She wouldn't leave. I told her at least 10 times to just go. She kept yelling about calling my boss and telling me she had cameras. Well, so do I. I pointed at them and she finally left. And then the cops showed up. She is the main reason I put up cameras because of other stunts she's pulled, and thank God I got them. I showed the footage and they laughed. I guess she reported that I stole her package and threatened her. I showed the cops the video of the UPS guy dropping off the package. Me bringing the package inside without looking at it. The blow up. All of it. Now she's been officially trespassed and can't come onto my property anymore. But wait. There's more. She called my boss and told him the same lies she told the cops. I sent him the video and he said he understands. Still a garbage situation to deal with. How do you all deal with neighbors from hell? TLDR. Neighbor accused me of stealing her package. Came to my house and yelled at me. Called the cops. And is trying to convince my boss to fire me. I swear to God I've never done anything to this woman and I have no idea why she's been hostile since I moved here. She's calling your job and lying. Is that not slander or whatever it's called? Talk to a lawyer. If you're in the US, consider asking a lawyer to write up some kind of cease and desist letter to either scare her off of calling your boss or to at least help establish a paper trail in case you need a restraining order eventually. File for a stalking protective order against her if your state has that. Our state requires 2 unwanted contacts to get 1, and I believe her calling your boss twice. The police and threatening you in person qualifies. They are quite restrictive. They can't contact you, your family, your work, or even third parties intending to use them to harass you. Lol, return to sender, each and every package of hers that comes to you. She's trespassed now. She wants to act crazy. You don't have to play male person. It sounds like your boss is cool. Just keep up that paper trail and keep talking to your lawyer. See if your company can block her number from calling. Also, get a lawyer. Get some legal options on how to make her stop. If you get fired or in trouble because she's harassing your employer, you can possibly sue for damages. It's so weird how she would involve your boss. Like a child threatening to tell your parents, only way weirder because she's a grown-up. Chronologically anyway. And he's your boss. Maybe give her your parents' number. I don't think that it's a federal offense to mess with the mail. Applies to UPS, Amazon and FedEx. Neighbor is delusional. If you get any more packages, leave it outside and call the company to come back and get it. If it's nice, sit outside so she can't come retrieve it herself. If it's raining and package gets soaked, oh well. OMG, wow, I am so sorry you have to deal with this abuse. Call her boss. What does your boss have to do with anything, and how the $%? Does she know who they are and how to contact them? Aside from all of the great advice already given, if she has a package delivered to your house again, simply write "unknown return to sender" on the package and give it back to the post office or UPS. Now you don't have to deal with her, and she can wait a little longer for her stuff to be redelivered. Anytime from now on that you get a package, take it to UPS and tell them that person moved. Filing a false police report is a criminal offense. Tell her if it happens again you'll press charges. Pure and simple harassment. She needs charges filed against her. Send back any deliveries that show up and are hers. Same with any mail. Send her a really nice flower arrangement. That's the move if you want to drive her insane. I return their packages to the mail person. Call the cops every time they touch anywhere on my property. Press charges for harassment. Make noise complaints when they are being loud past 10. I have great neighbors, but do not mess with me. Except the one who let his dog get out and rush me every time I walked by. Until I had to file a police report because it knocked over one of my tiny dogs and she sprained something. Press harassment charges. And get a no-contact order against her. Put a sign on your porch for delivery persons informing them of the house and neighbor behind you, and that a court-mandated order prevents the two of you from interacting to prevent further package confusion. It's a headache, but it is protecting yourself. Take a screenshot of the video where you can see her face. Get a poster made with her face saying, "Not welcome," and post it up at the end of your driveway, where she can see it. Put up a camera and wait for her to vandalize the poster. Call the cops and press charges. Tell her that you will take down the poster and drop the charges if she leaves you alone. If she agrees, bring her a gift and a card with a written apology for reacting so severely. Apologize for the difficulty and see if she is willing to be cool.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.